My name is Rich Fry. I'm the National Channel Manager at Mitel supporting Telarus. Mitel is a 45-year-old company who has been traditionally known as being a premise-based solution provider. And a few years ago, we really made a strong pivot to the cloud. And that's one of the challenges that we face internally, is being able to help people understand that we have made that pivot to the cloud. We're number 2 in the UCaaS space and number 1 worldwide as far as cloud seats are concerned. The challenges that partners face when selling UCaaS services are kind of twofold. One of them being your UCaaS service is only going to be as good as the underlying network that you put that on. And so whatever network you're using to get from here to the cloud will be a determining factor as to how successful it will be. Once you get there, being able to measure the solution that you use, the reliability of that solution is the biggest factor. And there's a trust issue there. When people are used to using a PBX, it's down the hallway that they can go check on and see if the green light's on, it's good, if the red light's on, it's bad, and then they call somebody. They can't do that in a hosted environment. And so they have to be able to get to that hosted environment through the network that they use, but once they get there, that's got to be a reliable solution that they have in place in that cloud, in that hosted environment. And, they have to be able to trust that they're going to look like a hero to their customers when they make this recommendation and not be blamed for a bad implementation. So Mitel's strategy for overcoming these obstacles that partners face selling this UCaaS solution to their customers is to put our solution in a reliable environment. You can put it in a lot of different data centers, but there is only really one data center out there or platform that is fully trusted by almost everybody out there in the community, and that's the Google Cloud platform. Mitel's announcement recently of taking our Connect platform and putting into GCP gives us a tremendous advantage as far as reach and scalability and activations, and mostly in reliability. There isn't another UCaaS provider out there that can claim 6 nines of reliability, military-grade security, and that's everything that Google provides. So Mitel is participating in the VXSupportLine because VXSupportLine resolves 2 concerns. Okay, it helps be able to measure what the reliability or what the dependency on that network is like. How is that customer going to be able to get from where they are physically to where their communication devices are, which are in the cloud, or at least the platform that they're using. So it's going to be able to measure the network to be able to get from them to the cloud, and then it's going to be able to measure how reliable that application, the platform that they're using actually is. And so there's 2 components to it, and nobody else has something out there that can help them measure both of those. Every provider will tell you, yes, we can measure what we have in the cloud. We can measure the network. Maybe somebody can measure both of them, but that's from the provider. So of course the provider possibly could manipulate that data. Who knows? Not saying it would happen, but it's possible. But from a third party, an independent provider like Telarus, like VXSupportLine, you're going to be able to get an independent reading on how good is that network to get there and how reliable is that service once you're there.